Okay, my name is Madi. I'm from the last CNRS lab in Toulouse, France. And I'm here to present you the Eclipse OM2M project, which is a standardized OSGI-based service platform for M2M interoperability. I'll start by presenting the OM2M architecture, building blocks, some features, and then I'll show you a little demo. Okay, IoT and M2M promises to connect billions of machines in near future, covering multiple domains. However, the current M2M marketplace is highly fragmented with very small, vertical and specific applications. In fact, the lack of M2M standard is keeping M2M closer to a dream than to reality. To solve this challenge, the 7 most important standard institutes around the world started the One M2M initiative to move from the current siloed landscape to more horizontal approach. So the OM2M project provides an implementation of the ETSI specifications and will be the basis of the One M2M specifications when it will be published. So OM2M provides a service capability layers, including a set of common services for M2M interoperability to enable an applications to monitor sensors, control actuators in a generic way using a single reference point. Each service capability layer can be deployed on the network side, on the smartphone, or on a gateway. OM2M implements a RESTful API. All M2M communications are performant based on simple primitive procedures to authenticate machines, discover resources, make synchronous and asynchronous communications, manage groups, handle access rights, and so on. So each service capability layer data model is structured using a standardized resource tree. And the resource tree can be easily triggered using simple CRUD requests. OM2M runs on top of an OSGI Equinox runtime. Plugins are classified based on their functionalities. We have plugins to bind to different communication protocols, such as HTTP, CoAP. Plugins to bind to different technologies such as ZigBee, Z-Wave, to reuse existing device management protocols, security, and we can add other plugins to enhance the platform. So each service capability layer includes required plugins and is built as an Eclipse product using Maven and Taiko. It is a simplified component diagram of M2M project. So the main plugins is the core bundle. It receives protocol-independent requests, routes them to the correct controllers. It manages data persistence. It checks access rights. Sometimes you need to redirect informations, announce a resource, and handle communication with other plugins to interface with various technologies. So for the core module, we have a simple interface that takes as input a request indication object, which is protocol independent, perform the request and returns back a response also protocol independent that can be easily mapped, of course, to RESTful protocols such as HTTP and CoAP, but we can also map it to MQTT, XMPP, and so on. It means that using the OM2M platform, clients with different protocols can use the service platform to control ZigBee devices. Here, for example, an HTTP client can communicate with a CoAP one using the core by doing a simple mapping mechanism. So I don't have much time. Let's move directly to the demonstrations. We experimented our platform on a small building mockup on the left, and also on a real environment, which is the eDream smart building located in France, in Toulouse. So first, I'll try to connect to an M2M server located in France to access to a BeagleBone Black gateway and try to control some devices there in the eDream smart building. And then I start a demo locally to show you how we can start the plugins and interact with specific technologies. So I have a camera displaying directly the eDream smart building. And here I have web interface plugins, not designed for end users, but only to show you how the standard works. So I connect to the M2M server. So here I can see the resource tree, as I showed before. All resources are standardized. For example, this specific collection store all authenticated gateways to the server. I can see that there is a gateway service capability layer, and I can see all the description here, the IP address, and so on. And when I click here, all my requests will be retargeted from the M2M server to the BeagleBone Black gateway. I can list all the applications. I can move directly to the LAMP one. Each application can have several containers, at least one container to store the description of the application and another one to store the data. Let's move to the description. Okay, and see here I can see, okay, it's a lamp located in home, and I can toggle the lamp. Okay, directly using the BeagleBone Black, I can get the data. I can get the data directly from the lamp or using the database stored on the BeagleBone. Let's switch off the lamp here. So now here locally I have I have a BeagleBone, okay, and an M2M server started. So this one here connected to my machines. I can directly see the OSGI Equinox console of the BeagleBone. Okay, I try to simulate a sensor. So I'll using a simple HTTP client. I will create an application. So all the XML representation are standardized and checked and validated based on XSD files. So here we have a representation of an application. I'm looking for the send button. The screen is okay. So I sent a post to create a sensor application, another post to create the descriptor container. Let's store the description of the applications. I'll create a container to store data, and here is an event. Okay, let's see the result on my local machine. So I will connect to the M2M server, and then I'll trigger the BeagleBone by redirecting requests from the M2M server to the BeagleBone. So this is the network service capability layer. We have a BeagleBone connected. Let's move to the gateway. And here I have my sensors that I just created. There is two containers here, the descriptor and the data. Okay. And here is my information, and I can get the value and see that there is 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, and finally, I'll try to connect specific technologies, which is the Fidget ones. There is a specific API for this. So I'll start the interworking proxy plugins. Okay, waiting for attachment. And now if I connect this one, the interworking proxy will discover Fidget devices and do mapping on the standardized resource tree. If I check the list of my application, I can see sensors, output, and input. Okay, so I can read data and send action to my Fidget actuators. Thank you for your attention.